Hey, what's going on, guys? It's day 2 here at E3 in Los Angeles, California. I am Smokify, of course, for MMOBomb, and we are at the Dust 514/EvE/CCP booth, and we're talking to Ryan here, who is the brand manager for CCP. Ryan, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, doing great. Now, we just checked out some Dust 514 stuff, and for those of you that are watching, rather, that don't really know anything about Dust, can you kind of explain sort of what the game is about? Obviously, it's on the PS3, but what do players expect if they're going to play Dust?
Sure, yeah. So Dust 514 is a free-to-play online FPS connected to EvE Online. So it's exclusive to PlayStation 3, and players who are playing on the planets, on the ground, in Dust 514 are playing in the same notorious sci-fi universe of EvE Online.
Awesome, awesome. Now, because there's a lot of FPS out there, what really distinguishes Dust from the others, and what have you sort of planned? I know Dust recently was released completely out of open beta, so what do you have like ambitions for with Dust 514? What do you want to set it apart from other FPSs out there?
Sure. Yeah, Dust launched in May. It's been going great. We launched our new Uprising build, which was our biggest update to date. Huge graphics overhaul, lots of changes to the UI, and that's something we're just going to continue to do. We've launched, but we're certainly not done. As any EvE player knows, we launch a game, and that's just us getting started. We have a lot more to come. And for us, Dust is, it's a traditional first-person shooter in a lot of ways. If you've played an FPS on console, you're familiar with how it works. You can get in and play deathmatch and shoot people in the face and pop back out again if you want to. But there's also a level deeper than that. And because we're connected to this great universe of EvE Online, we have more depth, more customization, more metagame, more social tools, more ways to group together with your friends and actually accomplish things and do meaningful things in the world than any other shooter.
Can you go ahead and talk about that? Because I know for a lot of us, we don't really know, or at least for those that are free-to-play players, they don't really understand sort of the connection between the Dust universe and the EvE universe and how those two sort of correlate together.
Yeah, so just to back up a little bit, I mean, EvE Online has been going for, we're just now entering our second decade, and we're hugely successful online MMO spaceships, basically internet spaceships, right? You got pilots in the sky, in the EvE, in New Eden, who are taking territory. They're doing PvP, they're doing mining, they're doing production, manufacturing, anything you want to do up there in the stars you can do. And Dust 514 brings that same sandbox approach to gameplay to the planets. So now the mercenaries on the ground in Dust 514, that's who you play as. You're an immortal mercenary who's taking contracts, going into these battles on the planetary surfaces, and making your fortune. You can go it alone. You can group together with some friends into a player-run corporation, which is our equivalent of a clan or guild. And that allows you can take territory, you can hold it, you can defend it from your enemies, you can form alliances just like you can in EvE Online, and you can even form corporations that span both starship pilots in the skies and mercenaries on the ground, which is a really powerful thing.
Awesome. Now, I do have a sort of a question in terms of the future of Dust 514. Obviously, the PlayStation 4 was just recently announced. Do you guys have any plans to port Dust 514 over to the PlayStation 4? There's been a lot of free-to-play games that have been sort of announced for the PlayStation 4. Are you guys doing anything similar for that?
Well, all I can say is we're completely focused on the PlayStation 3 right now, and having that be as great an experience as we can. And we're seeing a lot of people really enjoying the game on the PS3, which is great to see. And we're just getting started. I mean, we have a lot planned, a lot more to come. And in July, we have another update coming for Dust 514 that's going to add even more content. We're responding to all the feedback we're getting from the community, and we're going to continue to do that on PS3.
Can you hint a little bit about what that content is going to be?
Sure. We've got a couple new terrains coming in, which one of them is a snow terrain, which is going to be really cool. We've got some images of that we're going to be releasing, which is really nice. And most of what we're doing, honestly, for the next couple months is quick iteration, quick updates, lots of quick reaction to what we're seeing our players do and our community do, and even our friends in the media, and what feedback we're getting from them. We're not necessarily doing what most console games do, which you would see like maybe months down the line. You'd see an update, like a patch that comes with XYZ pieces of content, new weapons, new maps. We're going to be doing that steadily throughout the year. So you're going to see on a monthly basis, we're going to drop new content, fixes, tweaks, improvements, and our hope is that you're going to be seeing the game evolve and change over time, which is completely different than anything you'd see with a console game.
Very awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the future holds for Dust 514. Ryan, it was really great to talk to you today.
You too. Thanks a lot.